Yo, what's going on YouTube? Okay, so I actually had a couple of people send me this article titled "Black Women Successful and Still Unmarried," and it's actually an audio clip and a couple of paragraphs, but the real story is in the audio clip, and I'm gonna put the link up in the info box. It's nothing new. It's one of those articles stating that black women are twice as likely to not get married once they have a degree or an advanced degree, something like that. But it's the same thing we've all heard before. And for me, the reason why I stopped caring about these articles is because they always make two mistakes in terms of what they're trying to do. Now, the biggest mistake is they'll come on and they'll act as if educated black women have everything else on point. And the only reason to why they don't have a happy marriage or, some sort of productive relationship is because they have a degree. And I understand that, having a degree, especially if it's a master's and above, will limit your dating pool, but it isn't the end-all be-all, right? But the women come on and they'll do these articles, and the people who are doing these articles fail to acknowledge that men look at other things. It's a complete failure. Like, to me, I would respect it if they even attempted to address the whole idea that men also look for other things apart from your level of education, but they refuse to. So literally, I'll read these articles and watch these stories, and even in the movies, you'll see that, they'll try to create this whole idea that there is absolutely positively nothing wrong with this woman. She has everything on point, and her life is not where it needs to be because she has a degree. And it's simple. And to me, it's always disrespectful to the men, simply because we have clearly stated that we are looking for X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C. We've clearly stated what we're looking for, but no one wants to listen to that. Okay, it's like you have women continuing to act as if they know men, and instead of assuming and guessing, you can talk and get it straight from the horse's mouth, what we look for. But they refuse to, so that always turns me off. Secondly, is they'll do these studies and they'll come up with their conclusions and recommendations. And what's the number one recommendation? Black women need to explore their options because that's what the men are doing. And for me, this is where it gets borderline unprofessional. The stats don't prove it. How can you come on and do a study and say you're an academic and say, you are certified to do this, that, and the third, but you'll do a study and you'll come up with conclusions or recommendations. And there's other studies out there. There's other data out there that shows that black men are still predominantly getting with black women. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that black men, especially upperly mobile black men, are doing the whole interracial marriage thing, but it's still not a significant number. The only reason why we talk about it is because it's growing and it's controversial. But in terms of the raw number, in terms of the number actually speaking for itself, it doesn't. Okay? The fact remains that the mass majority of black men, whether they're educated or not, are still dealing with black women. But they'll come on and act as if they're losing out simply because we're running off and we are, dating the white chick or anything that's not black, which is false. The issue that I see is that black women are losing the competition to other black women. That's your biggest competition. So don't do a study and come on and act as if you're losing to non-black women, which is complete bullshit. You are being out-competed by other black women. Case in point, you'll have the chick who has the master's degree, but you'll have the same sort of woman who opts to only maybe get her AA or her BS or her BA, right? Therefore, she has more time to, cook and actually have some sort of family-oriented life. All right? Those are the women that are beating you out. It isn't some white chick, low, trashy white chick who's coming through, right, and stealing the day. No, it's another black woman. Okay? It's the woman in church who can, make some bomb macaroni. And do other things as well, who can actually run a household. Those are the women that you're losing out to. You have to understand, no man wants some Palm Pilot type relationship where we have to schedule everything, right? Because you're so busy. a lot of the times these women don't understand, especially when you get advanced degrees, is that we understand you want what you want. Okay, we understand that everybody wants the love and care of a family, but you don't even have time for yourself. Okay, prove to me that you have time for you. And then maybe we can think about you having time for me, having time for us, and having time for a family. But you guys don't do it. And at the end of the day, this is one of the reasons why the numbers aren't so equal. I think a lot more black men are opting not to put their whole lives into their career. I think a lot more of black men are opting to, of course, have a stable job, but be in a position where they can spend time with their family and just enjoy life. Right? Throw the football around with their son and just enjoy life. Instead of always being caught up on trying to meet somebody else's deadline and trying to make somebody else's company richer. And that's what's going on. So if you're going to do a study or even be one of those people who love to read these studies, understand what's going on. Look at the numbers. Don't be fooled by these fake-ass conclusions that we're dating and going off with non-black women and that's what you need to do. Because there's numbers that say we are not doing that. Okay? And when you read these articles and these studies and all this other stuff, look for the underlying assumptions. Almost all the time, they're assuming that these black women are perfect in every other arena in life, and their only downfall is their level of education. So, you guys read the article and do what you need to do and come holler at me. Take it easy. God bless.